I'm sorry. I'm putting my foot down. I'm standing on business.
Big Sister with Chloe Veitch on Unwell On Air.
The other day, I was walking through this like little screening thing at Aloe with my boyfriend, and I was walking down the corridor in heels. Bearing in mind, I used to catwalk, so I am no stranger to wearing a pair of 6-inch heels, right? Love it. I'm the queen at walking in 6-inch heels. There's something I want to talk to you guys about, right, that you may not be aware of. I nearly fell over, and my boyfriend went, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. My balance is just really off, and I don't know why it's off." So then comes the night time, I'm in the bathroom, standing still, may I add, like both feet on the ground, not wearing any shoes, brushing my teeth, and I tumble to the right. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so off balance? Then go to the toilet, give myself a little wipe, and I'm on my period. I'm like, okay, maybe they're linked. Now, I'm a hypochondriac when it comes to my health. I don't know if anyone else out there can relate to that, but if I hurt myself, I think I've broken a bone. If I get cramps, I'm convinced that I need to go to the hospital. And I Googled it, right? I'm like, why do I get off balance when I'm on my period? Now, I'm going to pull this up for you guys, right? Because I don't want to get it wrong. But this is something that you may not know. When you're on your period, do you ever experience any of these, right? These are unexpected period symptoms women may not realize. Balance and clumsiness. Because of your hormonal shifts, they affect the inner ear and coordination, making you trip over nothing or drop things more often. Thank you very much. Forgetfulness and brain fog. Estrogen and progesterone changes can mess with memory and focus, making you walk into a room and forget why you're there. I'm sorry. I think we can all relate to feeling like a Sims character at some point. You know, when you walk in to like make a coffee or something, and you're like, hang on a minute, why am I here? Well, I do it all the time. I used to just put it down to having ADHD and always being overstimulated. But apparently it is linked to being on your period. Who would have known? Tooth and gum sensitivity. What? I'm sorry. Some women notice gum swelling or bleeding more easily due to their period because of hormonal inflammation. I'm sorry. When is the government going to start paying us for being on our period? This is a full-time fucking job. Skin sensitivity, digestive drama. I mean, I just put that down to having irritating IBS, to be honest. But sleep disturbances, increased allergies and sinus issues. What? Joint and muscle aches. Hormonal change can loosen ligaments and increase inflammation, leading to random knee, back and hip pain. So you're telling me I've been paying my chiropractor? Shout out to Dr. Garrett, by the way. I have a tilted hip, a 47% neck tilt going in the opposite direction, and 3 ruptured discs at the bottom of my spine. And it may be because I'm a woman and I have periods. Changes in voice. Now, guys, I don't know if you notice, and I don't know if you listen every week to this radio show, but my voice today is a little bit hoarse. And I think it's hoarse because I'm on my period. Fluctuations in estrogen can literally change your vocal cords. Singers often notice this more. This is absolutely disgusting, and I need to create a petition so we get paid. We need to be reimbursed, right? I shouldn't be having to pay for my doctor bills and my chiropractor bills. I'm sorry. I'm putting my foot down. I'm standing on business. Oh my gosh. Another thing I want to dive into, right? Had a conversation with my therapist the other day, and I realised that I go in and out of speaking quickly and speaking slowly. Now, when I'm talking about trauma, it's apparent that I speak faster when I speak about something that makes me feel uncomfortable. So if she asked me about a family childhood trauma or a situationship I was in years ago that kind of caused me a little bit of PTSD, she goes, "Chloe, did you just notice that you've been speaking at like times 100? No, I didn't realise that. Why do you think that is?" And she went on to say that it's because I don't want to feel the emotion attached to the trauma in the words that I am saying. So when you speak about something at an accelerated pace, it actually disassociates your mind, your body, and your heart from the trauma that you experienced when speaking about this memory. So if you ever catch yourself speaking about a traumatic experience and you're kind of making light of it, or you're joking about it and you're kind of running around the hedges, beating around the bush and speaking at a million miles an hour, my advice to you, because this is the advice that she gave me, is tell the people around you that this is something that you do. When they notice you start to speed up, they will prompt you, if you don't recognize it yourself, to slow down a little bit. Breathe. One thing my therapist told me really helps is VU breathing. If anyone didn't know that, right? Free therapy session there for you guys. VU, when you make the breathe in, VU, basically it kind of vibrates your body and your nervous system. It's almost like the EMDR side of therapy, where you tap to let your body know and your mind know that you are present in the moment. And even though you are reliving in your mind the memory in the past of your traumatic experience, it kind of tricks your nervous system into thinking that, okay, well, we're not there in the past, we're here and we're present. This is a safe space for me to be able to emotionally talk about this. And it really helps. The more you expose yourself to speaking about it, for me, it's almost like you start to realize that you're not going to die. My therapist has exposed me to so many traumatic memories in my past through asking subtle questions. And I will fall into a full-blown panic attack, speaking about something that happened when I was 5 years old. And I'm like, I feel silly. Why am I crying over something that happened literally however many years ago? And she's like, well, because that's how you've wired your brain to feel when you relive a certain emotion. So speaking about it and exposing yourself to feeling those emotions and constantly reminding yourself that you're in a safe space and you're with friends that care about you and family and whatever else and whoever you're with, you can condition your own nervous system to make you feel like you are safe talking about stuff that may not necessarily have been safe in that present moment in time. So yeah, that's a little rewiring technique that I've been using and it actually helps. Okay? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that anymore. I bet it's so annoying. Okay, well, now it's time for Chloe Gets a Lifeline. Basically, I'm going to ask one of my friends for some advice today. And we have my good friend, Sarah Baba.
Hello.
Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm so good. Have you had your coffee this morning?
I have. I just finished it, so my voice isn't too croaky.
Oh my God, my voice is so croaky. So for anyone that doesn't know Sarah, she is, oh my God, she's one of the best people I've ever come across in my life. Her energy, her spirit, her aura, the purpose she shares with the world, and the way she just puts her energy out there is just incredible. And the reason why I want her to give me some advice today and for you guys to listen is I'm that type of friend that's so type B. I get caught up in my own shit and then I just end up not seeing my friends for weeks on end. And Sarah is the type of queen that will create a group chat within seconds, dump a load of information with plans that she is planning, and she manages somehow to get everyone that's in that group chat to the function. So, so I want you to teach me if there is a method, or to just help me. How do I be more like you?
Well, firstly, thank you for the hype. That was very sweet. Babe, it's, you know, I've lived in LA for nearly a decade, and it's taken a lot of just understanding what the city is and how, you know, people function here. And because the city is so individualistic, you have to be the one to build your community. Otherwise, you're going to end up in like severe loneliness. And so I got into the habit of being this type of glue for these people that I would meet, even if they were from different circles. Mm-hmm. And like from my early years here, from like 2017, I started having these parties at my house and these breakfasts and brunches and gatherings. And I would bring people together from different circles because I realized if I didn't do that, I would die of loneliness.
Yeah.
And so, you just have to be on it, and you just have to not really give people a choice, because if you give people a choice, they'll end up bailing. So if you just say, hey, this is it, this is what's happening, this is the time, can you make it yes or no? Then more often than not, people are going to be like, yeah, fuck, I'm going to be there. And it usually works out. And I try and do this like twice a month, you know, just for my own like recharge, because I love to like be around my friends and whatnot, but also, you know, how much I love my alone time too.
No, 100%. And I think that's really interesting because you are such a socialite. Like, you love being around people. It's almost like you're stuck in a place where, and if the observation's wrong, please correct me, but I think that you're the type of person like me where like you recharge being with other people and your friends, but then you also have to recharge on your own as well. It's like that balance.
Yeah, definitely. It's the introvert extrovert balance, I think.
Because sometimes I think, am I even an extrovert if I like being an introvert most of the time? Or can someone be both?
Yeah, I feel like you absolutely can be both. I don't think it's fair to like limit ourselves, because energy is, you know, we all have it. We are made of it, and we deplete it very easily, and we also give it very easily. So like, I think it just matters. It depends like where you're at energetically in your day, and that will ultimately determine whether you need to be alone or whether you need to be around people. Yeah. And if you don't have the energy to like fill your own cup, that's when you're like, okay, I'm going to go see someone I love to help me fill my cup.
Yeah, I love that. So when you meet people in groups, because you're very intuitive, like one thing about Sarah is that anything that she puts in the group chat, I know that there's going to be good people there. And I think that is such an important thing, especially in somewhere like LA, because you don't want to be around people that like drain your energy or just aren't good vibes. Like, is there something that you've noticed helps you filter out people that like aren't good for you in your circle and in your life? I feel like you've been around LA so long, and obviously I've just moved here, and I really want to create like a community of people that I am friends with, obviously because I'm not with my family, they're in London. Is there any advice that you could give me to kind of understand, okay, this is a real friend? Like, what would be your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, something that I kind of figured out for myself early on is how people make you feel when you walk away from them. So I really believe that if the right person is in your life and you've had a really beautiful energy exchange, you're going to walk away feeling uplifted. You're going to feel motivated. You're going to feel inspired. But there's people that you meet that drain you and that take from you and don't actually give anything back. And usually when you walk away from them after spending time with them, you feel depleted, you feel insecure, you overthink your interaction, you feel like you weren't good enough, you weren't worthy enough. And that's usually like how I decipher if this person's energy subconsciously is good for me or not. Because when you walk away feeling like the world, that person should absolutely be in your life. And when you walk away feeling like absolute ass, that person shouldn't be in your life.
Oh my God. I love that.
It's very simple, to be honest. It's just checking in with yourself. How did that interaction make me feel? And, you know, if you can remove the ego and the projection of your own insecurity and actually go to the core of like your energy, how is your energy right now? And is it because of them or is it because of me? Like, you just, you know, you have to be so intentional with like, I guess, how you interact with the world and people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And that's how you can learn. Yeah.
I love that. Because I feel like me moving here to LA, it was almost like I had that desperate energy of like, I really need to build a community. I really need to get friends. Like, I'm just going to kind of like attach myself to anyone that smiles at me. Like, I'll go into the bathroom at Barney's and I'm like, oh my God, I love your hair. I love your hair too. Give me your number. Let's be friends. I think sometimes there's a difference between, and if there's anyone listening, I think it's really important to listen to what Sarah's just said about energy, but also, like, don't rush into things too quick. Like, if you meet someone and you're unsure about the energy that you feel when you walk away from that interaction, it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll give them a second chance. Maybe they were just nervous, or maybe they were showing off a little bit because a guy that they liked was there, you know? I think that's really important to consider as well. But Sarah, do you remember the first time that we met, like, properly at yours?
Yes, you were. I was like, who is this beautiful, magnificent human who's just walked into my house and blessed it?
We Me and Sarah just met, right? And she literally like cooked like a 3-4 course meal for how many people? 15, 20 people?
I think it was, 17.
Crazy. Like she was cooking. And then some people left, some people stayed. And the people that stayed, obviously I was one of them. And we just got up and we were dancing, like head banging, sweating, standing on the couch, like just completely releasing all energy from our hips, our armpits, our head, everything. And it was amazing. And it kind of really, I just want to say thank you, because it really did set my tone for what kind of people I do want in my life. And it's not just I want to take. This is a relationship that I would love to pour into, hence why I wanted to call you today, because I want to be that friend for you and other people that are around me as well, and that you've actually inspired me to want to actually make a group chat. I think sometimes I get anxious because I think, if I invite people around my house for dinner, like what if my house isn't big enough, or they come in and there's like judgment, or if I cook a meal and the meal doesn't taste nice, then they won't want to speak to me. And that obviously is tied to my own confidence and abandonment issues and stuff, but it's really important to have friends that won't judge you, and you are one of them friends. So I just want to say thank you.
Of course, my love, I'm here for you. And also your house is stunning, and get the fuck out of your head.
I love my house, I just fucking hate my cooking.
Don't worry, I'll cook for everyone, but you can have us over.
I'm going to create a group chat right now, and I'm going to lean into my Sarah energy and make sure that I get everyone out of the group chat into the function.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh, I love you, Sarah. Thank you for your
I love you
advice.
too. Bye, honey.
Have a good day. Oh, I could cry. I think that's so important, especially like if you've just moved countries. There's so many of you listeners that call in and want to speak about like, how do I make new friends? And that is literally the blueprint. The blueprint is just go off how your energy feels. And if you feel like your energy is a little bit blocked, then, free up some space.